You're tuned to Arrow FM, your local community access radio station. The time now, 7 o'clock on a Friday night, time for another Arrow Blues here on the Friday Night Blues Show on a Black Friday, if you're superstitious, September the 13th, 2019. Bit of a mixture on the program tonight, and we'll start off with a good rocking track.
Go to jail, act like a monkey and swing by my tail. Nothing or nothing that I wouldn't do for you. Baby, there's no end to the things I wouldn't do. I work 24 hours of the day for you. If I had any more, I would work them too. Nothing or nothing that I wouldn't do for you. Baby, there's no end to the things I wouldn't do. Well, I'd kill a dead tree, I'd squeeze water all rock, I purr like a cat, like a dog I would bark. Nothing or nothing that I wouldn't do for you. There's no end to the things I wouldn't do. The country on my hands and knees, just to greet you, baby, with a hug and a squeeze. Nothing or nothing that I wouldn't do for you. Baby, there's no end to the things I wouldn't do. me, baby, make you all mine. Nothing or nothing that I wouldn't do for you.
Opening up the show tonight, there, a track called The Things I'd Do For You, and that's from an album called Grand Union that was recorded way back in 1998 by Debbie Davies, Otis Grand and some Thunderberg, all the three great guitarists got together to record that album. Debbie Davies, a native of California, and has been touring as a solo act for a number of years, but she really cut her teeth in the blues when she spent about 3 years as a rhythm guitarist for Albert Collins. Otis Grand was and still is an American who really made his name over in the UK, and Anson Thunderberg is a native of Austin, Texas, and has been around for a long time and has put out some great albums. Right, next up we've got a track from Otis Spann.
Well, my home in the Delta, way out on that old Bummer Road. Well, I'm leaving Chicago, people, and I sure do hate to go. Yes, I'm leaving in the morning, back down the road I go. Well, I know my baby, she don't know the shape I'm in. I haven't had no loving. Oh Lord, when God know when. I've been sitting here thinking, wonder why the world she been.
The master piano player there, Otis Spann, and my home is in the Delta. Be a little bit warmer in the Delta over in the States, I would think, at the moment than what it has been in other Wairarapa this week. Been sort of funny weather. We've had cold nights and the odd little frost, and a reasonable start to the day. Nice clear skies, warm temperatures, and then it's clouded over in the afternoon and it's got a little bit chilly. So They reckon that spring brings varied weather, and it's certainly happening here at the moment in the wonderful Wairarapa. Right, next up I think we'll play two in a row. First one from a little lady who had a big voice, and we'll follow that one up with a big lady who probably had a bigger voice. We'll start off with Joanne Kelly, who was a British blues singer in the 70s, and also really started out in the 1960s until, and she recorded a lot of records until her very early death in 1990. And we'll follow her up with a track from a Big Maybell. But first up, here's Joanne Kelly and her version of I Can't Be Satisfied. Joanne Kelly there, and not the song I intended to play, but I got a reasonably close. I thought it was Muddy Waters, I Can't Be Satisfied, but in actual fact it was Louisiana Blues, which also was recorded and written by Muddy Waters.
With a whole lot of energy
Big Maybell there, and a track called My Country Man. Just a little thing to point out, the phone this week is actually working. Last week it wasn't going, but Michael Wilson, the station manager, worked his magic during the week, and it is up and running. It was actually up and running last week, but the problem is that it has a special ringer that we can hear it when it rings in the studio, and the ringer wasn't working, which means that we couldn't hear when calls were coming through. So if you want to give us a ring, we're up and ready to go, 3780255, and you'll catch me there. 18 minutes after 7 o'clock, and it's John Lee Hooker.
The way you walk, I'm crazy about your walk. I love the way you walk. You my babe, I got my eyes on you. I like the way you switch. 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 You my babe, I got my eyes on you. You got dimples in your jaw. 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 You my babe, I got my eyes on you. In your neighborhood, well, I see you every day. Well, I see you every day. You my babe, I got my eyes on you.
John Lee Hooker there, and Dimples. I've got Lightning Hopkins lined up, a song called Mojo Hand, and while John Lee Hooker was playing, I actually thought of a connection between these two, and that was they were pretty loose in terms of their recording contracts. They made several recordings that were credited to people with a far different name, or sometimes the name was pretty similar, and they did this to get a bit of coin, I suppose, but they really did it because they were contracted to certain labels, so they sneaked out the back door and went to the competition and recorded under a different name. Nothing really unusual about that. That's a practice that's been going on for a long time, and I know Eric Clapton at one stage in the 1960s recorded under a different name. So did Bill Wyman when he appeared on a performance at the Montreux Jazz Festival with Buddy Guy and Junior Wells. Anyway, here's Mojo Hand by Lightning Hopkins.
I'm going to do that and get me a mojo hand. I'm going to do that and get me a mojo hand. I'm gonna fix my woman so she can't have no other man. Cold ground was my bed last night. Rocked was my pillow too. Cold ground was my bed last night. Rocks was my pillow too. I woke up this morning, I was wondering, what in the world am I gonna do? I lay down thinking about me a mojo hand. I lay down thinking about me a mojo hand. I didn't want to fix my woman so she can't have no other man. But don't let your woman fix you like mine fix me. Don't let your woman, boy, fix you like mine fix me. She'll make a fool about her, about as a fool can be. Act funny when she got another man. Can a woman act funny when she got another man? You know she won't look straight at you. This is always ready to sing. Sing. Going tomorrow, but I won't be gone long. I'm going tomorrow, but I won't be gone very long. I'm gonna give me a mojo hand. I'm gonna bring it back home. That's what I'm gonna do.
pushed around. But when things go wrong, they're wrong with you. It hurts me too.
Elmore James there, the original version of It Hurts Me Too, and on that one he was backed by his Broom Busters. Right, next up I think we'll have another track from Anson Funderburg, and this one is on an album he put out with his old mate Sam Myers. Sam Myers, who unfortunately has passed away, was a older harmonica player and singer when he hooked up with Anson Funderburg and his Rockets, and stayed with them right until his death just a few years ago. Sam Myers, a great songwriter. One of the big hits that he had was Sleeping in the Ground. Anyway, this one's a song called Everything's Gonna Be Alright.
Chance on me. We can get together, mama, and make love, can't we? Oh, baby, can we make everything alright? Yeah, baby, let's make everything alright. We can get together, mama, and make everything is gonna be alright. stay out all night long. Oh Lord, well my mountain down me. She had to stay out all night long. I didn't care what she did long. I was boogieing her house. When I first in the town, people, I was walking down Hazen Street. Everybody was talking about Henry Swing Club. Outside, I dropped in there that night. When I got there, I said, yeah, people, they was really having a ball. Yes, I know it. Boogie Chiller. One night I was laying down. I heard Mama and Papa talking. I heard Papa tell Mama, let that boy boogie woogie. It's in him, and it got to come out. And I felt so good when on boogie just the same.
From way back in the 1940s there, John Lee Hooker, and the first real big hit, he had a song called Boogie Chillin', and it brought the time to 25 minutes to 8 o'clock here on Arrow FM, your local community access radio station, and you're listening to the Friday Night Blues Show. Next up, we've got a track from an album that Kenny Wayne Shepherd put out a few years ago, the album called 10 Days Out Blues from the Backroads, where he went down south and met up with a lot of old blues guys. And one of the guys he met up with was, in fact, a mentor of Kenny Wayne Shepherd when he was a young teenager that hung around the clubs down south. The guy's name is Brian Lee, and he's a blind guitarist. And during the trip, they got together and recorded live the song called Tina Marie.
She's so his kicks. The way she done that dance, she can show you a whole lot of tricks. Tina Marie, work your show for me. The way you do that dance, girl, take away all my misery. Brother Kenny. got me so confused. But I think that I wanna be your man. Oh, that's right. Oh, shake it, baby.
Brian Lee and Kenny Wayne Shepherd from the CD recording his trips down to the southern states, and that also came with a tremendous DVD as well. Right, next up we've got a track from Ronnie Earl and the Broadcasters that came out about 15 years ago, and Ronnie Earl is a guitarist. He started out actually very early on with Room Full of Blues as the guitarist, and has had a pretty successful career since he left that band. One of the unusual things about him is he's a good guitarist but not a very good singer, so he always has a lot of instrumentals on his albums and guest vocalists, and on this track the guest vocalist and also plays harmonica is Kim Wilson.
When you beneath the underdog, illness is taking your life. You can't live, play a love. All you got is God, the 12 steps in you. You feel so abandoned. Yeah, your friends have left you out of fear. You feel abandoned. Yeah. Now I can forgive. Yeah, you know I've been shedding. I've been shedding those tears for years. You know a real friend shows himself. He's there during that black night. Who's gonna be there when those horrible hellhounds are frightened? Yeah, they're so afraid to help you with that fight. I'm telling you, you feel abandoned. All your friends are gone. You feel abandoned. Yeah. But there might be an answer. Everything comes around. You feel abandoned. Woo. a corner. You feel like you can't get out. Just looking for somebody. Oh, it makes you want to shout when you feel abandoned. Yeah, yeah. You feel abandoned. Feel like you got no friends. You feel so bad. Oh, I feel like there's no one around. But when it's time, yeah, your big friend will come around. Yeah.
Marcia Ball there, and a song called Parties Are Going On, and it's from an album she put out a few years ago called Roadside Attractions. Well, it's 9 minutes to 8 o'clock, which means that the blues party won't be going on for much longer, but after 8 o'clock here on Arrow FM, of course, we've got the 60s Nostalgia Show. Right, next up we have got, if I remember correctly, a track from the Backtrack Blues Band, and it's their version of an old Sonny Boy Williamson song.
To your daddy, explain yourself to me, because I am a man that's trying to start a family. I'm begging you, baby, cut off that off the wall jive. You don't treat me but I'm gonna be your funeral in my trial. We first got together on one Friday night. We spent 2 lovely hours. The word was alright. I'm begging you, baby, cut out that off the wall jive. You don't treat me better. Gonna be your funeral in my trial. Now put your foot into it, man. The world and everything was in it. The way my baby loves me, it's all it's in now. Hey, love to heal the sick, love to raise the dead. You might think I'm joking, boys, believe what I'm saying.
Track Blues Band there, and Your Funeral, My Trial, bringing to a close another edition of the Friday Night Blues Show, which was first broadcast all over of the wonderful Wairarapa on Arrow FM 92.7.